Welcome to the Wormhole episode 15 featuring my friend Chief, and he stops by to talk about Funko Pops, how he got started collecting. He has over 400 Funko Pops, including incredible signatures, incredible horror collection. He also talks about the process of marijuana, what it takes to grow weed, how to mix the seeds and all that stuff. So if you're interested about any of those two things, watch this incredible episode and conversation I had with him. He also dives into some personal stuff on how Funko eventually helped him get his life straight. And it's just an overall fun conversation with an overall great dude. Hopefully you guys enjoy this episode. If you haven't already, subscribe to this YouTube channel, give it a like, and let me know in the comments below, do you guys collect Funko Pops or do you guys collect anything? Because we also talk about collecting vinyls, comic books, Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and of course collecting Blu-rays. So if you guys have any collections, let us know in the comments below. Let us know which collections you are proud of. So hopefully you enjoy this episode. Let's get started.
At my life, I want to find the things. Wake up in the morning, saw my face, I'm in the magazine. Word.
Damn, that's lucky, dude. I remember when this thing was like $150, man.
When they dropped the Freddy that looked like him, this is went up for $300 for like a week because people thought it was a new one or something. It was crazy. I think it was during San Diego Comic-Con. I don't even know the prices, to be honest.
You don't know the prices on any of these, dude?
Whoa.
There's some grails right here, man.
Well, I know these were my best grails. But I bought the Hulk, the Thor, and the Jon Snow. I bought it off some dude from Temecula. He was just getting rid of them. I think how much was it? That's probably like $100 for all three. And it was like 2 years ago though. It wasn't recently, but
yeah, some of these are.
No, these.
I'd have to say these two are probably your tickets, dude.
And
the Legolas, especially the blue-eyed one.
Yeah, that one's like two. Last time I checked was like 2 something. I don't know what it's at now. Nah, Funko's fun, man. So you work at cultivating weed, right, or something like that?
Yeah, I was growing with them like for like maybe like 4 or 5 months, and then I decided to just like I don't know. I was having a lot of issues with the master grower. You know, we had a couple falling outs, and I just decided to be like, you know what, I don't want to work with you no more. I'm gonna work on a harvest team because I was already like in charge of harvest, so I just like was able to go to like the head person, asked to put together a team, and then we just went straight forward from that. I don't mean the master grower don't have to talk anymore or whatever. I just harvest the outcome.
Yeah.
And the story, dude. Like that's basically it.
How do you get started in that business? That's dope.
I probably started about one of my friends taught me how to grow, like, so then like that was like back in high school or like straight out of high school.
Yeah.
I mean, I had always been like involved with weed. I probably got like involved with weed when I was like 10 or 11. And
I think it's always around our communities here, especially. You grew up in the valley, right?
Yeah.
So here you're always around weed.
You're always around any kind of sort of drug, dude. It's like it's inevitable, you know.
Yeah,
you can't beat it.
Where do you work at?
I work at a place called VBR DHS, where it's like a high farms.
Mm-hmm.
It's basically what it's called, I guess. High farms. I don't know.
They couldn't get creative.
Yeah, they not really. I mean, like because like when I first applied there, it was just like I applied on Indeed.com. Like I wanted to like be an investor there to see what it was all about, but like I ended up knowing some of the people who were already working there. Talked to some people, submitted an application, and then I was in. Started growing next to this dude that I had grown with like years before, and I mean like it just kicked off from there.
That's sick.
Yeah.
So how long have you been doing it for now?
I've been there for about 7, coming up on 8 months now. But I mean, like overall growing. I mean, like indoor, outdoor. I mean, like I was growing for like Cafe Canna Cabana for a while too. Pushing stuff out from there. It was real pricey though. You know, that was.
Yeah.
Do you remember that shop, Cafe Canna Cabana, right there in Thousand Palms? Yeah. And then before that, I was just like I was growing a lot and really involved with like weed before I had my daughter. When I was 20, and then like once I had her, I was just like, you know, I'm gonna put this off for a while.
Yeah, take a little break.
Yeah, and then I just jumped right back in it, dude. It just like because that's where the money's at. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's the future. Like people like it's been growing, so it's crazy. Like now you see so many people smoking, and then it's not demonized anymore. Because I remember when we were kids, like now everybody just kind of accepts like, oh, he smokes weed, oh cool, whatever. Oh, he's just smoking right on the side now.
Yeah,
People
I mean,
don't
like
care.
to be completely honest with you, I mean, like, is it cool fire?
No, yeah, it's smoke, bro.
All right. Oh, yeah. I don't know if we were live or not.
Oh, we've been live for 5 minutes.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
I forgot to tell you we're live. My
No,
bad.
but no, it's just like ever since smoking like really became legalized here in the state of California, I'm just like, dude, I don't give a fuck where I smoke. I mean, like if I have my pen or like
Exactly.
whatever, if it's like whatever is most convenient, dude. If I'm like, say for instance, if I go to like a theme park, like Disneyland or whatever, yeah, fuck yeah, I'm gonna take my pen with me. You know
Especially
what I mean?
with pens, because pens you could just keep them in your pocket. No one really cares.
Yeah, I mean, like I can hit this shit when I'm driving. It's not like I can sit there and drive on the freeway and I sit there and be all,
Fucking
take your
rolling.
time rolling a blunt, or you know what I mean? Like you can't do that. I mean, like a pen's it's most convenient. I mean, like hit that shit at work. You know, I get like frustrated or stressed out at work. I just go to the locker room, hit that shit real quick. You know.
Do you know how to like freaking crossbreed them and then create your own strands?
You know, a lot of people do it different ways, but I mean, like the real way that I would explain how I do it is it's you have to do it from the seed. Like I mean, like you can create or you can get like seeds and say you have like 2 or 3 different kind of seeds and you plant them together and the roots start growing. The roots are gonna grow together. It's gonna fuse the DNA in there. That's like one way to do it. How I would do it is to create the seed like from the seed where you don't have to do that is you would need at least one male and a shitload of females. I mean, like whatever you want. Like if you want it to be, of course, it's gonna be well, it doesn't have to always be a hybrid, but I mean, like if you want a hybrid, you'd have to have more females of the dominant indica or sativa, whatever you want it to be dominant. I would put the male in the dead center, and then I'd wrap the females around it, like in a circle, like surrounding it. And then you have to have 4 fans, dude, blowing in from the directions. And you create that airflow, so that way the pollen from the male gets on
and it just makes
the females. Basically, like the seeds from those females that they would produce. I mean, like you create your own phenotype, your own strain. Phenotype and strain, they're 2 different things. But I mean, like it's like a phenotype is basically saying like somebody who like bettered the strain, like added on to it, but it's still that original strain.
Yeah, you're just adding your own like twist to it.
Yeah,
that's sick. Now I really don't know nothing about growing, so this is crazy.
Oh, I'm no longer like in those. I mean, like I'm in the rooms or whatever, but I'm no longer like part of the growing process anymore. Like I left that because I mean, like I wasn't gonna deal with the kind of, I would say bullshit that people deal with on a daily basis at work.
Yeah.
But I just got tired of it, put that off, and like I said, now I'm harvesting the outcome, and some of it's decent. I mean, some of it's good.
Yeah.
I mean, like everyone has their ups and downs, but when it comes to growing, it's just like when you see your outcome and it's not good in your eyes or whatever, it's not good in whoever's eyes. It's like, you're not supposed to look at that like, oh, I failed. You know what I mean? Like you look at that as like, oh, I just learned one way of how not to grow.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It's a learning experience. Yeah. Like you never.
It's trial and error. Yeah.
Yeah. You never fail. You just
learn.
You acquire one more way of how not to do what you did.
This is barely the 15th episode, so thank you for coming on first. I didn't even do an introduction.
Oh yeah, no problem, dude.
This is my boy Chief.
Yeah, nice to meet you guys, everybody.
So now you know he grows some weed.
Yeah, do grow weed,
and he's got like an incredible Funko Pop collection, and he's here from the Valley, so.
Yeah, I grew up in Palm Springs. Funko was life for me, dude. I mean, like it there's so many times where like I remember actually I was having a bad time like in my life, and I can actually thank my buddy Brandon Griffin Blair for this one. You can look him up on Instagram. His name is like a Deadly Spooky or something like that. But remember I was having like a hard time with life, and I was like raging alcoholic, just didn't give a fuck, whatever. And I was out at the store, dude, one day, and we ran into these things, and I can still remember the very first one, dude, that I ever bought, and it was a Hannibal Lecter. And when I looked at it and I seen him, and it was just like, wow, dude, this toy's amazing. He's like wrapped up in his little like his dolly and a straight jacket. He's got his mask on, and I'm like, wow, dude, this toy looks fucking bad. I think I want to buy this. So I'm like, I buy it. But at first I thought was like, what the fuck's the point of
You
these
don't even
things?
know what it is yet.
Yeah, it's just like
what year did you start?
It had probably been like late 2015.
Late 2015.
Late 2015. I've always been a big horror fan, so like when I seen Hannibal Lecter, I was like, damn, like that's Hannibal the Cannibal, dude.
Yeah.
I have to get that. So I'm just
I
like,
seen
okay.
your horror collection, sick.
Yeah, dude, it's been a journey, dude. Like piling up on that. I mean, like,
but it's good that you stuck to one thing, like, cause that was a problem for me when I started collecting. I was getting a little bit of this, a little bit of this, and I wasn't sticking to one thing, and then it just starts piling up.
Oh, definitely. Right now, I'm like, I completed Rick and Morty. I have everything Rick and Morty down to the con exclusives, Chase, store exclusives.
That's crazy.
Same thing with Kingdom Hearts, completed down to the cons exclusives. I have the Lord of the Rings set. Keep in mind, Lord of the Rings, not the Hobbit like this. Like those are grails.
I have the Lord of the Rings too. That's actually why I started collecting Funko in the first place. I started in 2016 too, and I was watching a YouTube video, and it was like, because I'm a huge Lord of the Rings fan, like my favorite trilogy of all time.
Seriously,
I fucking love that.
Props to you. Yeah, Lord of the Rings is the shit, man.
That's the truth, bro. I even have the vinyl from the movie. It was like limited edition. Has like the entire soundtrack. Well, anyway, I was watching this YouTube video, and it was literally this dude's like house that he has like all Lord of the Rings, and I think he said it was like $12,000 total of everything worth of like Lord of the Rings. He has like the replica swords and like the tower and like Sauron, but like those actual statues.
The statue, the figurines.
Was it like Wetty or Wetby or some what's the brand?
To be honest, I really don't know. I don't do the statues.
I don't do statues. They're so expensive. But okay.
Yeah, very expensive.
So that's how I started, and then I saw that, and I was like, wow, that's so dope. Like I know I'm not gonna spend $12,000 on Lord of the Rings like memorabilia, but I was like, you know what? Let me see what else I could buy from Lord of the Rings, because I just got inspired. And then I went on Amazon and on eBay, and then I was looking up like Lord of the Rings statues, and it's like $3,000, $2,000, $500, and I was like, fuck, I'm not gonna drop that. So then I saw this toy, and it was like $9.99, and it was Toriel from The Hobbit, the little elf girl.
Yeah.
And then another one was that Smog right there behind you. That's my very first pot, the regular Smog, not the Chase, just regular Smog. I think it was $19.99 on Amazon. And I bought both of them, and I was like, whatever. I'm not gonna buy the $1,000 thing, but I'll just start with that.
Yeah.
And once I got into those, and I started realizing like, oh, cool pops. And as soon as you start buying some, then you realize that they're sold like at every single store. It's crazy.
Yeah. That's why you got to jump on the exclusives, dude. Like the exclusives, like that's where it's at, dude. When it comes to like collectibles, especially like right now I used to be like real big into comic books, like when I was a kid and when I was in high school, and I left that game for a while, dude, and now I'm getting back into it, dude. It's like, and it's crazy, bro. I'm spending like like $200 on a fucking comic book, dude. Yeah. But it's I mean, like it's fun, the adrenaline rush, like.
No, I've had a lot like when I started my Funko Pop, when I really dove into it, I used to play Yu-Gi-Oh at COD, and like fucking I used to do it all the time over there at the lunch tables, and I got into Yu-Gi-Oh like big time. So I was buying like trying to keep up with the current decks and the rules, and the cards were really expensive. Then I was like, you know what? I don't want to keep playing Yu-Gi-Oh! And then the game was kind of changing too much, and it just got too crazy. So I decided to sell all my cards. So I went to Frankenstein.
Oh yes,
and I sold most of my cards there, and then I sold the rest of them on Craigslist. Some guy bought my collection or whatever, and I sold them all. And I was like, whatever. And then I sold the ones on Craigslist, and then I went to Frankenstein to sell the rest. And then once I had all the money, I saw all these fucking Funko Pops, and I freaking spent most of that money I sold from the Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and I started buying Funko like.
Yeah, that's how it happens, man. Yeah. You leave one hobby behind and you jump on another one, but I mean, like, you don't really leave it behind. You just you take a break, or you evolve, or.
That's why I'm on a Funko break. Like 2019, I haven't bought one pop. There's been so many that I've been wanting.
And congratulations, dude, because for whatever reason, like this year, Funko was killing it. Like they are just
Dude, it's so, I don't want to say oversaturated. Maybe it is oversaturated, but every week it's like a new series, a new freaking line.
Yeah, it's getting real crazy. I mean, I would have to say like um, one of the last good pops that came out um was probably the Gauge with the Church, dude, from
Hmm.
Pet Cemetery. Like, I mean, like that's. I mean, like I've been talking about, like they need to make some shit like that, dude, and like finally they're like, maybe it's because of the new movie, but I
Yeah.
mean, like it's, you
There's some
know,
creative ones. Like most of them are kind of generic. Like I got tired of the Batmans. Like they're just coming out with way too many Batmans, and it's just
oh
like,
yeah,
oh,
and then they're starting to throw the Chrome in, and the Chrome's starting to get old,
well,
also.
they oversaturated the Chrome because now at first when it first came out, you're like, oh shit, there's Chrome pops, and that kind of like the original ones. There was a lot of Chrome, and then once you start just throwing Chrome to everything, like the Wonder Woman and the Flash and those 3 packs, like it loses its value, as well as the Marvel
Yeah,
ones too. When the first 3 Australian ones came out for the was it Spider Man, Iron
Iron
Man,
Man and Thanos.
Thanos, those were
Yeah,
sick and everybody wanted them. And then they're like, oh, you know what? We're just gonna drop all of them and freaking just ruins kind of. I guess for them as a company makes sense. Like more people will buy them, but as collectors, just like, oh, whatever.
yeah. I mean, to be completely honest, I have that whole set too, dude. All
No, those are sick.
the whole rainbow colored Thanos,
Yeah.
but like not the Walmart purple one, the Australian one, like you're talking about. Like
Yeah,
it's
I have the 3 from Australia, but I didn't buy the rest. I just bought those 3. That's around the
okay.
time I kind of was slowing down. I was like, I gotta stop. Well, I stopped, but also because I got into collecting movies again, the same shit. Because I've been collecting movies since I was a little kid. Like as soon as Blu-rays came out, my first Blu-ray was in like 2008. It came with a PS3, the Spider-Man,
Oh, nice.
Spider-Man 3 with the PS3. I mean, that movie, whatever. Some people hate it, but that's my first Blu-ray, and then every like Black Friday I would go buy Blu-rays because they're always like $2 or $3 at Best Buy or whatever. And I just been into a collection, but I didn't know about collectibles. I didn't know about steelbooks until like a couple years ago when I was buying some and I was looking some online and I'm like, why is this movie so much? And it's like, oh, it's a steelbook, and I was like, what the hell? So that's kind of like the exclusives for movies.
Yeah,
And then I got into collecting steelbooks, and then I kind of stopped buying Funkos and started buying Blu-rays every freaking Tuesday. Almost every Tuesday, there's like a brand new steelbook at Best Buy, and
yeah. You know what, dude? I the only time that I've ever like gone for, like, do you go for like the morning releases though? Like, are you like one of those like the
well,
people who's first in like
I
line,
was
or like
I
do a lot of people show up to like that kind of?
not here in the Valley. Like I since I became part of the Blu-ray community, like I followed a bunch of people on Instagram that collect Blu-rays, and they post every Tuesday like, oh, just got these today, or they're always posting like. So I was all watching all these people in other cities, like bigger cities, they are like in line to buy them, and the only times here, like if you don't go the day of, maybe if you go the day after, they're sold out. But it's no one ever like at 10 a.m. because they open Best Buy at 10. But they're
Yeah.
there like throughout the day. People just like, oh, it's out, and they just buy it. But I've only met like 2 collectors from the Valley. I mean, that was at least 6 months ago. I don't know if there's more now. Six
Okay.
months ago, there's about 2 collectors here in the Valley that do steelbooks. But usually Best Buys they get like a whole box of like maybe 12 or 15 per store, so it's not that bad.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah. I started getting into steel books probably about like the middle of last year. I
Hmm.
started like going after like the horror ones, of course,
Yeah.
like the hard to like find ones. And you know what, Best Buy does have a lot, but like you could also find a lot of FYE.
Hmm.
FYE has a lot of good exclusive ones
Yeah,
also.
FYE has good ones. They have sometimes they have like Best Buy steelbooks, like older ones, like you know how people trade them in. You know where I found a lot of steelbooks too was at the mall at freaking Record Alley. Is
Oh,
it Record?
really? Yeah, the record alley.
Recently they don't have any, but one time I went in there and I freaking bought like 12 of them at one time. Just
Nice, dude.
it was just, and then they gave me a little discount because I bought a bunch of them. I was just getting them. It was some movies I didn't really care about, like the Ninja Turtle steelbook, whatever. But
It's a steel book, dude.
it's a
It's
steelbook.
collectible.
When I was
Yeah.
collecting, I was like, fuck it, I'll just buy it. And then once I got into steelbooks, I stopped buying almost all the Blu-rays. Like I would only buy steelbooks because I didn't want to just keep buying every single Blu-ray. Because I really got into movies as well. When I started my YouTube channel, well, first I went from doing book reviews, then I started doing movies for a while, and now I'm doing like podcasts and vlogs, and like you said, you're just learning and implementing the next thing. I do have some Funko Pop videos, like I had a Funko Pop Suicide Squad. I unboxed all of them. I got like 30,000 views on that one. That was like in
Oh,
2016
dang.
when the movie came out. I bought them
Yeah.
all, and then I unboxed them or whatever, and then that video blew up. And then I have a Lord of the Rings one, but it was like the first wave, so it was like the just I might I don't think it was before the Toys R Us Aragon, so like the wave before that.
Okay.
So just like the original wave, and I just unboxed them there too, and then that one got like 10,000 views. But I just never continued making Funko Pop videos because I didn't want to like make my channel about that. And then right now I'm just going all in on YouTube, just fuck it, interview people.
Yeah, no, I completely hey, dude, if you actually want, I mean, like, we can do another interview. I'll bring over some like some horror grails, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, show some people like fucking
No, well,
some.
that sounds dope because I know you guys have a lot because I follow some of you guys on Instagram, and I'm like, damn, these two just buying all the badass ones. I'm so
Yeah,
jealous. I'm like, damn.
yeah, guys, look us up. My group is we're the C4 Pop Hunters. We're like um some of like the most craziest collectors out here in the Coachella Valley. We'll beat you to the door. I mean, anytime.
When I started collecting, every time I would go to look for a grail or I would look for a chase, all these dudes are always there every single time. Like
Yeah,
every time. It's
it's
awesome, man.
I mean, it's really a collector's thing, dude. I mean, like I said, like back then I had hard times, dude, and Funko saved my life, dude. I mean, like started with the Hannibal Lecter, just started after that. It's just like you find the next horror one, and I'm just like, oh, I need this one, and
Complete
then
this
like, oh, I
collection.
need this one, I need this one, and next thing you know, dude, you're like, you're just like, wow. I mean, like I went from one, to two. That's cool, it's not taking up space. To like three, four, five, and then you get to 10, and you're like, oh dang, okay, like you know what I mean, and maybe like whatever, and then you hit 20, you hit 50, 100, 200, and you're just like, all right, it's like it gets insane, dude. Like the I mean, but I love them, dude. Funko Pops are
They're
like,
so awesome.
yeah, they're awesome, dude.
That's sick.
It's like
How's
it's like our generation's Beanie Baby. You know what I mean?
Well, I heard some people say that like, oh, it's just a fad, it's Beanie Babies, but the thing is, these aren't just like collectibles. They're attached to a certain brand. So like, if you're a fan of The Hobbit or Lord of the Rings, this is not just a Funko Pop. It's also a Hobbit, Lord of the Rings, Legolas
Yeah,
collection. Or
it
like
makes
Game
sense,
of
dude. It's
Thrones. You
like,
like Game of Thrones, but it's Jon Snow. It's not just it's a toy. Like that's the difference. And I don't think it's a fad. I understand like it might get too crazy, but there's always gonna be hardcore fans.
oh
And
yeah, and like especially when they come out with like, say there's like Jon Snow, but there's like, 5, 6 different variants of him.
hmm
You know what I mean? And it's like this store exclusive, that one, this common, and it's
yeah,
like everybody you
and you
try to
got on
like,
the rabbit hole too. Like you start buying one Jon Snow, and then you realize there's seven. You're like, oh shit, I gotta get this one. And you start looking like, oh man, they don't sell them in stores anymore. I gotta get it on eBay or Mercari or
and then you
whatever.
start dropping coin, dude, and it's like, hey, but I mean, like it's all the thrill, dude, and it
It's so much
especially
fun.
like it when you the way you feel when you're like out there, and you just like you find a chase in the wild, and you're like, oh shit, dude, like you know what I mean,
Those are
like
the
that's,
best feelings.
yeah, dude, you're just like, it's the thrill of the hunt. Like I like going into stores and like, um, you just like you ask for like, say like a Funko Pop, talking about Funko Pops, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
you go in there, you ask for a pop, and they're just like, nah, it's fine. Like we don't have it. I'm sorry, and you're just like, it's cool, it's the thrill of the hunt. You know what I mean? Like
hmm
you're not gonna. You can't win them all. You're not gonna be able to go into every store and find everything you want. You know what I mean?
exactly.
Like you have to put in time. You have to put in,
So
the money.
you have to
If
also
you
make a plan too. You're like, okay, according to this research, it might come out on Target on this day, so I
Oh
gotta
yeah,
make sure I
dude.
go to this Target.
Me and my crew, we have that all on lock. I mean, like my VP. Shout out to my VP, Rudy. He
Oh, I know,
he
I met him a
yeah
couple times.
he's a huge help. I mean, like all of us, like the main founding fathers. Jose, Michael, Jesus, Jasper, down to like all of our members. We're at least like 15, 16 deep, and
Oh,
I mean,
damn.
like if you guys are is this is live right now, right? People are gonna watch
No,
this, or
well,
um
whether they're listening, they're
yeah.
watching.
I mean, like, well, either way, dude. I mean, like, tomorrow is Friday, the 15th. Emerald City Comic Con releases. if you're a collector, if you love Funko, you got to be there at the stores. We're all gonna be there. Me and my crew. Look out for us. We're gonna have our shirts on, representing. We'll most likely be the first ones in line. I mean, like me personally. I'm thinking about heading out around 4 or 5 in the morning. Get there. GameStop's my first stop. They have the first appearance, the classic Thor.
Oh yeah.
So I'm gonna go pick that one up. I got some of my crew up there at Hot Topic and Barnes and Noble, able to pick some stuff up from there that I need. And you know, we just, that's how we do it. We exchange. You know what I mean? Like, I can grab some stuff from GameStop that they need. They get some stuff that I need.
Well, that's the best way to do it, because if you're just freelancing, it's hard.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's very hard. And I mean, like,
you have to pick and choose. Like, am I gonna stand in this line and try to get these collectibles, or go to this one and get? But yeah. Sometimes having.
But I mean, like, it's also the trust in people too. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, a lot of people are like, it's just, you know, you, especially when you go to Comic-Con, you know, you like. You know, you can pay somebody like this much for a toy and they'll just like rip you off, and you know what I mean. Like, these guys are like, they're like family to me, dude. You know what I mean? Like, we take care of each other, we feed each other, dude. Like, it's not like we're gonna walk into a store, I'm gonna buy this chase for, you know, $12 and then turn around and, you know, sell it to my buddy for 40. Like, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna do that. So like, you know what I mean? I give it to him at cost, dude. That's how we do it, man.
No,
like,
you're helping each other out. You're not trying to make a business out of it, because
yeah,
there is a lot of flippers, right?
For the chase, it all depends how high demand it is. Mm-hmm. Like, I think like the newest chase that's coming to the market that I saw last was it's like the Captain Marvel one. It's Goose, the cat.
Oh, with the,
but it's like,
it's tentacles.
Yeah, the tentacles. But it's like the common one is holding the Tesseract. That's like supposed to be glow in the dark. But I think like that should have been like a glow chase.
That sounds a lot better.
Yeah, it sounds.
I saw the photos on Funko Finders. It's crazy.
Yeah, like I feel like some of the commons should have been like the chase, and the chase should have been.
I hate when that happens. Sometimes I feel like they mess up. Well, I don't know. Maybe they want more people to have the cooler one to get more people to start buying or something.
Yeah, like say for instance, like last Target Con, it was March 1st. They had a Captain Marvel, glow in the dark Captain Marvel, where she was like floating, like she was like flying, and it's such a cool pop, dude. You shine the black light on it, and you know, look at it, and it's just like, you know, this is way more better than the chase. Yeah, like, you know what I mean? Like, in the time and the hunt was like, well, I mean, like, not for me, it wasn't that hard, but I mean, like, it's like for other people, it's like, you know what I mean? Me and one of my crew members, Justin, we drove down to Hemet actually to get the Captain Marvel chase. To the mall? Yeah.
I've been to the Hemet mall like so many times looking for Funkos, and when I first started collecting, nobody was there, bro. I was the only one at that mall. Like, sometimes for work, I had to go out of town all the time because I work construction, so I would stop by the Hemet one like I was almost 10. I'll go out of my way, sit there, freaking, I'll be like the only person there. It was crazy.
Yeah, it's still like that, dude. Like, we went down there like maybe 2 in the morning. We got there, and it's just like from 2 to 10. We're just like a full-time shift. You know what I mean? Just waiting there, and like the people after us didn't show up until like maybe 6. No, well, like, well, the store opens up at 10, like 8 o'clock, maybe like 2 hours before the store opened, and like they only had 2, so like me and my buddy like scored, and it's just like going out of your way, you know what I mean, like for the stuff that you want, like, you know what I mean, and it's all like taking a gamble too, like you never know what you're gonna find there. You never know, like,
for sure. The one that's always packed is the Moreno Valley Mall. That one always has a lot of people.
Oh yeah.
One time I got lucky, and where was it? It was Arcadia or something. I don't know. It was a mall somewhere over there, like by the 210, closer to Pasadena. And I went like as soon as the store opened, and they had so much stuff. Like, there was a lot of people in line, but those stores get like a huge haul, like 5 or 6 chases and like all kinds of shit, just because there's so much more people. But the ones here, like, you're lucky if they get two chases. Sometimes.
Yeah, dude. The chase that I hate the most, well, store exclusive wise, is box lunch. Cause like we got to drive out to like Ontario or like You know what I mean? And then do a full on camp out. You know, get
Oh,
there
that
at
one
like
gets packed.
2, 3 in the
Ontario.
morning, and I mean, like, yeah, there's other people there at like 11, 12. You know what I mean? The night before, and it's like, damn, dude, like it's crazy, man. You have to be like the first to the door mentality, man. Like, who's willing to sit there and wait out there in the cold?
It
You know
kind
what
of
I mean?
like you know how back in the day, like for concerts, people would do that, like to get first tickets, you were at the ticket box, like camp
Yeah,
out.
or like to get the rail. Like that's how I am when I go to concerts too, dude. We go early as fucking morning, dude. Just like wait there before, like, 6, 7 hours before the venue opens. And then as soon as the venue opens, run to the next line, wait for that line for the pit
Yeah.
area to open so I can run down to the rail and, you know what I mean, experience the show. Because I mean, like, if I'm gonna pay $100+ for,
You
to
want
go
to get
see,
the best experience.
oh
You
yeah, definitely, dude. And being like trapped in between the energy of like the crowd and then the band, and it's like it's weird,
Yeah,
dude.
being in the front's a whole different experience.
Oh
Like
yeah,
I've been to the front a lot of times, but sometimes, man, like it's also like a whole workout. Like you're there all day, fucking
oh yeah,
exhausted. Bro.
definitely. You no food, no water, you can't move. Like
Yeah,
it's
sometimes just you have to like hang on to the rail because people are pushing back and forth. It's crazy.
yeah, it's a blast though, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you and you like rock, right? Like
Oh yeah, I'm a huge metalhead, dude.
because I saw Iron Maiden. They're touring right now, or they're gonna have some concerts here.
Yeah, they're touring. Yeah, me and my daughter actually gonna go see that. She's 6 years old.
I've been trying to see Iron Maiden for so long because I used to love rock. I don't like it as much anymore. Like I don't listen to new stuff, but I still listen to all the like Slipknot, Metallica, freaking all that stuff.
Okay.
I've been to. I went to the Big Four they had here in 2011.
10, 20. It was 2010. Yeah, I remember that. It was
And
Slayer, Megadeth,
Yeah.
Anthrax, and
I went to that shit.
Metallica.
That man, that was so. I lost my voice. It was crazy. That was one of my
Oh.
favorite concerts.
Yeah, dude, that show was a blast, dude. I wish Metallica would have played way better that night, though. It was just
Like the sound was a little weird, huh? Like,
yeah. It was just the sound was way.
It was cool
weird.
though because before they had the show in New York, that was the only Big Four in the whole United States, and it was here in the Valley and shit. That was
when they brought it out here, they started. That was like the first tour date of that.
yeah,
like,
because I think they did another one in New York.
Yeah, they did it,
Yankee
yeah.
Stadium, I think.
yes, yeah, something like that. I remember hearing them do New York like immediately right after.
Yeah, and then was it 2017? I think I went to see Slipknot and Marilyn Manson. Where was I think at the Forum in Los Angeles a couple years, either last year or 2 years ago. I don't remember, to be honest.
Okay.
And then that was sick, man. Like Marilyn Manson, that's what got me into rock when I was a little kid. Like when The Beautiful People and all that shit, like they would show on MTV. They used to show the.
Oh yeah,
and
yeah.
it was always in the top 10, and that shit looked weird because it wasn't your typical like little.
Yeah,
pop
Marilyn
hits.
Manson was just weird himself. Like
Yeah,
that.
and then I remember I even got the cassette tape of his album. Like my sister, somebody gave it to my sister, and that's how I started listening to it, like on a cassette tape and shit. That shit was
Oh
crazy.
dang,
Right,
dude.
for CDs, and that's when I discovered rock. And like over the last couple of years and stuff, I just soaking in all kinds of music. To be honest, like I'm open to anything. I grew up listening to Spanish stuff, and then I went to rock, and then I like hip hop, and I like
It's different. Like
it depends
it's
on your
like-
mood or
yeah.
whatever. I'm just open to all of it, but the only one I haven't seen is Iron Maiden. Like I've been wanting to see them for so long.
Dude. They're gonna be playing it's what is it called? It's like L.A. Bank, City Bank, or something like that.
Citibank Arena or something like that.
Yeah. On what is it? September 19th.
I've never been to that place. I've seen it before, but
I've never been to that venue either, so I'm pretty.
You guys
pumped
already got
for
your
it.
tickets?
But like, I already got them. Because like I don't know, my daughter, like, she loves Iron Maiden, dude. Like she listens to like Iron Maiden, Slipknot, like Metallica, like, you know what I mean, all that stuff. Right now, I mean, she's been listening to a lot of Slipknot right now for like whatever reason. I don't know, like I'll catch her like, just on her iPad, just like watching videos or whatever. Like we'll be in the car and like I'll like pick her up from school, or like we'll just like be going somewhere. And I'm just like, what do you want to listen to? And she'll be like, oh, I want to listen to Slipknot. You know what I mean? Like,
That's it.
or like I'll put like music on, and I'll be like, oh, who is this? And she'll tell me the artist. You know what I mean? Like
She
she'll sit there and
recognizes it and stuff.
seeing like, yeah, it's pretty cool, dude. But I mean, like, at the same time, it's like, I got my kid right there, and she's like listening to this music, and like sometimes it's like, it's demonic, and sometimes it's not, and it's just like, Yeah.
Whatever. It's just music. It just pumps you
Yeah.
up. Like I love metal. My favorite Slipknot song is "Pulse of the Maggots." Like
Oh, okay.
that shit just gets me hyped every single time. But like the crowd singing when the that shit.
Yeah,
I get goosebumps every time. I listen
Um,
to that song thousands of times.
which album was that from? Was that Pulse of the Man? Wasn't that Iowa? That's Iowa, isn't it?
Is that I don't even
No,
know,
no,
to be
no.
honest.
That's either Iowa Subliminal Verses, dude. That's one. It's one of those albums. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna get it on my phone right now.
When I went to see him live, so when they played that song, I was fucking man. It was so dope. It was like one of my dreams come true just to see Slipknot live too. That's one of the bands. Avenged Sevenfold too. I saw him 2015. I think it was 2015. They right there in San Bernardino, the
Yeah,
amphitheater.
San Manuel Amphitheater.
Yeah.
Well, Glen Helen or whichever one. I
Whatever.
mean, it just the names switch off.
Yeah,
like,
sometimes I'm confused. I was like, wait, there's a new one,
Yeah,
but then
I think I was actually at that show too. Dude.
yeah, it was
like
Chasing Alexandria, Korn,
yes.
and Avenged Sevenfold, and I forgot who else played. But yeah, that show was dope. They were burning shit in the back. I remember
Oh,
there
on
was
the
a
yeah,
fire.
there's always a fire on that lawn, dude. I mean, like
It was crazy. That was like my first real like concert, rock show concert. Because I used to go to the local rock shows they had here in the valley, but I mean it was just people's backyards, freaking.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Nothing crazy.
Yeah, nothing. Yeah.
People just fighting. I remember I dislocated my shoulder twice in mosh pits when I was like, I don't know, maybe still in high school, like 2010, 2011, whatever.
Dang, hey, you know what, dude? I remember one of the craziest like moments I ever had in mosh pit. I went to go see this band called Death. Like this is like Chuck Schuldiner, dude, like the godfather of death metal. Like me and my dad, we drove out to Ramona Main Stage. Dude, it was like a 3-hour drive. We had to drive down to San Diego and pick up like his buddy, and then we drove to Ramona and go see the show, dude. And it was like, dude, I came out of there all like busted up, all like bruised, black eye, dude. It was just like one of like the most craziest pits I'd ever been. Like, dude, I to be honest, I'd go back, dude. I'd relive it again. Like, it's like that was back in like when was it? It was either 2013 or 2014. That was like the 2 years we went to go see them back to back, and that's like the last time that we saw them. But like they haven't played recently. I don't even think the band's together anymore. But
that's sick.
But I mean, like hey, dude, like rock and like metal, dude. I mean, like that's where it's at, dude. Even like when it comes to like growing, like especially like when I used to grow, when I had my own grow, like it's I would play like metal for the plants like during the day because I mean like they love the vibrations, dude. And then
so
like
music affects plants.
yeah, oh definitely, dude. They
That's
love
great.
it,
I
dude.
didn't know
Like
that.
plants love to be touched. Like I mean, like it's a life, dude. It's like a living organism. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like you gotta
Don't tell that to the vegans, bro.
yeah.
I don't
Telling
know.
it to the vegans right now. It's a living organism. I don't care what they say. Like that's you know what I mean? And
So all
like, dude,
vibrations, like
metal, like it's yeah, dude. Love metal.
So wait, going back to the plants, so they feel the vibrations, and how
Oh,
does
yeah,
that affect
yeah.
the way they grow? Just music.
I mean, like,
in
yeah,
general?
it gets them more happier, dude. When they feel the vibrations, they feel like they're, like they're being like touched, like they're being like caressed. You know what I mean? Like, especially when you do touch them, like they love that. Um, sometimes like when you touch them, like you'll feel like itchy or like whatever, and that's because like they're letting off like hormones. You know what I mean? Like you ever roll around in the grass and after you get up, you feel like you're all itchy or
Yeah.
like what? Because
So
that's mean like that's like the like.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, that's like the plant giving off like, this hormone,
and it's trying to spread. It's trying to spread out.
yeah,
That's
it's
what,
like a defense mechanism, like
Yeah.
kind of sort of.
because well, I know how trees. The reason they have fruits is because they want to create more trees. So like the animals eat them, then they shit out the seed or whatever, and then eventually that becomes another tree or whatever. So the plants don't just have fruits to have fruits,
Yeah,
they have a purpose.
It's the circle
So
of life.
I'm pretty sure
basically.
so that weed, all the spores and everything, they're trying to kind of keep growing, kind of spread out. So if you have another living organism touch it, they want it to attach to them so they could grow it and shit. That
Yeah,
makes
it's
sense.
it's weird, dude.
That's pretty sick. I didn't know that. Well, I'm gonna take care of my weed. Not I only have
I'll take care of my
just have
weed.
I don't have any plants. I've never tried growing one. I've been like contemplating growing one just because like I don't know. I'm just fascinated.
It's a learning experience. I mean, like, you know what I mean? And to me, like when you learn stuff, like when, that's knowledge, dude.
Mhm.
And knowledge is power. About the Funko, man. Let's talk about the Funko.
Do you only just buy like horror and then, or do you just, are you just collecting?
Well, right now, my VP Rudy, and you know what, I don't harp him on it as much as I should be harping on him on it, but I mean, like, he got me back into Marvel, so like now I'm jumping off like a whole nother, like, I'm jumping on another bandwagon.
So you're doing Marvel now?
Yeah,
Dude, that's a
but
big
I mean, like, it's but the ones that I want, like, I mean,
are you not
like,
trying to get everything?
no, not everything. I mean, like, just like I got like Ghost Rider's like a big one for me. So I mean, like, but glow. I love the glow in the dark pops, dude. So I mean, like, I have the classic glow in the dark Ghost Rider. I think it's like number 18. It was like a Harrison exclusive or whatever. And that one was easy, like $200 like pop, dude. And it's like, that's, I mean, like, but I love my hobby, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I want that thing. And I mean, like, so like I got that one, the spirit spider spirit glow, and what other ones? There's the Doctor Strange Ghost Rider. So it's like that one, that's another cool one. And then I mean, there's like one where he's like on his bike. Yeah, dude. But I mean, like right now, I just like horror's the main one. I'm trying to finish the horror off, and there's probably about maybe like 4 or 5 left that I actually need to complete the set. And one of those is actually a grail. It's one of the 4 like main horror grails, or like one of, I should say 5 if you want to include the Alexander DeLarge, the original one that was.
Do you have?
That was only.
Do you have that one?
No, I do not.
What's it at now? I know that one was like 1,000 last time I checked. That's just been years.
Well, there was only 24 ever made. I know 12 of them were chase, glow chase, and then 12 of them were common. So like the common one's going probably for a little under, if not a little over $4,000. Then the glow chase is like an easy 14K, dude.
Fuck, that's
like
crazy.
Yeah, I know that'll never. I mean, like, it's a possibility. Like,
you can never rule it out, but
I mean,
most
like,
likely, yeah.
Yeah, but
damn, I remember when I first started collecting, it was like, I think it was around 2 or 3 grand, that one. So it's now 14K. Should have bought all of them. That's
yeah, hey, dude, you should have, man. I wish I would have been collecting back in the days where these things like existed.
And I feel like, I don't know, do you think they were cooler back then too? Like, I feel like now they're just getting mass produced and they're losing the individual quality. The ones when I first started collecting that I really wanted was the Leonidas, and then from the 300, and then V for Vendetta.
Yeah, you know what, dude? I'm still after. That's another one.
Dude, I love that. I love that movie, and I was just like, man, I really wanted it, but it's just last time I checked, that shit was like $400. I don't know what's it at now.
Nah, V probably for the Metallic Comic-Con exclusive one, but nah, the last time I saw V was like $110, and I was gonna pull the trigger on it, but I mean, I was just like, oh, you know what? It's sometimes, you know, you gotta know, you know, when to hold them and when to fold them, you know, like
that's why I kind of just stuck down. I was like you said, buying exclusives here, things that I like, but I just decided to just stick to Game of Thrones and then Lord of the Rings. I just sticking to those 2 for now. And like, again, like, you could always jump back in it. It'll be more expensive, but
oh yeah, definitely. Because I mean, like, some of them are losing their value, but like most of them keep their value. Like, say for instance, Dragon Ball Z. Like, Dragon Ball Z pops are like, they will never lose their value, dude. Like, there's like one of them's like going for like almost $2,000, I think.
Vegeta.
The Planet of Larry Vegeta or something like. Yeah, dude. It's, and one of my buddies, a founding father in my group, he actually has one of them, dude.
Oh, I Jesus, right?
Yeah.
I met him one time. I remember. I just started doing the Dragon Ball Z ones, but it just sounds like I can't keep up with all this stuff. I think I still have the Beerus Metallic from San Diego Comic Con with the.
Oh yeah. I think
I have it somewhere in the back.
That one's a good one too. That one's going for like probably 200.
Yeah. How much did I buy it for? I think I bought it for like $50 or $60 when it first came out. I didn't pay that much for it, but it went up in price pretty fast.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think I pre-ordered it, like some of those websites that pre-order.
Oh
San Diego Comic Cons, because the people just go there to resell. I've never been to San Diego Comic. I tried going, but I can never get tickets. That's just crazy.
Yeah, it's like it's way crazy. I mean, like I've done the LA and I've done the WonderCon, but yeah, SDCC is just like that, and finding the time too. I mean, like I everyone works hard, bro. We all have full-time jobs, and it's like, you know what I mean. You can't. Some of us have those kind of jobs where you can't put the job
3 days off or whatever.
where you know what I mean. It's like it is hard, but I mean, like sometimes if you really want it, you know what I mean.
You're gonna make it happen.
You'll make it happen.
I have some friends that go every year, and they always get like, they always post like, "Oh, just got my tickets," freaking like 6-7 months in advance and shit. I mean, it's just a dream to go. Do you ever see the Funko documentary on Netflix? I think it is.
Yeah, the making fun.
That
Yeah,
was,
dude.
that
Hey,
was dope.
I'm not gonna lie, dude. Some of those stories, like, actually, like, they really got to me, dude. Because I mean, like, I felt that same kind of way when I started collecting. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like, I was in a depressing state of mind, and it's just like, this toy's cool. Buy it, and it's just like I fell in love with them, dude, and now I can't let it go. Like, it's like one of those kind of things.
Yeah, for me too. Like, we started selling all the ones that we didn't want. Just we only kept Lord of the Rings and Game of Thrones, but I still can't get rid of some of them, like Vince Vega. I don't have both of them. I don't have the rest of them, but I just love this pop. I'm like, oh man, I don't want to get rid of it.
Dude, you gotta
Like,
meet John Travolta and have him sign it now, dude.
exactly.
It's like,
That's gonna be a weird experience. I have to go to a Scientology fucking event, whatever. But
yeah.
just get it signed. I remember I could never. No one ever in the valley could get this one. I had to get it on eBay. The Dr. Harleen for Suicide Squad. This one,
Dude, I don't even think that one ever saw the Valley, to be honest.
I couldn't find it. I looked everywhere. No one posted it. I ended up buying it on eBay. And then this is actually one of my favorite pops. Like the movie, it was like whatever, but
The movie was like a 5.7,
yeah.
5.9 if you wanted anything
It was
else.
just dumb. Like I don't even know why they made it like end of the world type shit. And then you send where the fuck is Superman and Batman and shit, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, like that pop though is just so cool. Like just freaking that one I couldn't get rid of it. I got rid of most of my Suicide Squad, even though they're freaking hard to sell because actually all of them are worth like $5 now because nobody wants those. There's some like I remember. Do you remember the Target Joker that was going for like $50 or $60 when it first came out? I think he's the one wearing the purple. The boxer Joker. I think it was. I think it was that one. It was a Target one.
Oh, okay.
Everybody like was overselling that shit, and then I remember like after the movie came out, and then like 6 months later, that shit dropped back to like $20. But people are paying like $80-$90 for that shit.
Yeah, I mean, it's like I said, it's all demand, dude. Like when the hype's up,
yeah.
When the hype is up, and then like the hype goes down when the next big thing comes out, everybody forgets about it. It's like one of those things that gets pushed aside.
Yeah, sometimes people don't have patience, and then to just like buy it. Don't overpay it. Like some of them you could tell if it's gonna be worth more because of the exclusivity, how popular the show's gonna be. Like, is there only a fad kind of like only for right now?
Like definitely, like the Game of Thrones, like dude, they're gonna only go up in value now. I mean, like the show's coming to an end.
Oh man,
like it's like people are going crazy right now.
And
like,
I don't want to. I mean, I don't want to say like in a bad way, but when George R. Martin passes away, like I think everything's gonna go up in value too, just because. Every time somebody dies like that, like I've seen like all the merchandise, the song, everything goes up in value, and people are trying to like flip it and make money off tragedy, I guess. But
yeah, people are always gonna flip.
Yeah,
to them, it's money.
It's what rules everything, I guess. But no, yeah, like Funko is just man. Like some people don't like people that collect understand, but regular people are like, why they're freaking toys, Like they don't get it.
I mean, yeah. To me, I mean, it is a toy, but I mean, like at the same time, it's like that. Like that's a toy that I like. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
I'm not bothering you.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like it's like
like people. How do you deal? Do you have any negativity towards like people telling you that you're buying too many pops or why you're spending your money on this stuff?
No, I mean like the other day I was talking to my mom and I was just like, Mom, I have a problem. And she's like, well, what's up? And I'm just like, well, I mean like I spend too much money. I just like I'm buying like comic books. I'm buying record vinyls. I'm buying Funko Pops and like these expensive ass cases that they go in.
Dude, I see your page and you're buying so many cases. I'm like, how's he dropping so much money on these cases? I mean, I get it because it just feels way better having them on a protective case, especially for your grills. And I know you have a shitload of grills, so it makes sense. But damn, you always clean them up every time you go to Hot Topic.
Yeah, dude. I try to. I mean, but I mean, like, I try to leave some for, you have to like respect the community too. You know what I mean? Like I try to leave like, some there. But I mean, for the most part, right now I'm kind of slowing down. There's not really anything that's like catching my eye, Funko wise. I mean, besides these Emerald City ones. After that, I mean, like, I'm waiting for that new. I don't know if you got a glimpse of it, but there's this new Hot Topic exclusive, Dark Phoenix. It's supposed to be
a photo. Yeah,
it's supposed to be a glow chase, and it's like the next biggest thing, dude. And to be honest, it was released at the New York Toy Fair. Yeah, and I'm hoping that it drops somewhere around like mid like May, June, because June 1st is actually like the day where our group got started, C4, the Coachella Chase Collectors crew. It all began with one pop, dude. That our group all began with one pop, and it was people were making a lot of fuss over it. I remember reading at the Tyler Mall in Riverside that like some lady got like ran over, like got trampled. I don't think it was true or anything, but like there was like issues over there. But it was the Hades chase from Hercules. Yeah. So our store got 6. We were able to go in there and get them, and it was weird. My buddy Jasper, he's a founding father. He actually was 7th in line. He wasn't able to get one, but luckily our store got a restock, and he was able to get the chase from that restock. But that was the one toy that like brought us together, and we usually have like barbecues and stuff, and we'll do like raffles and like trade offs.
Are you guys gonna have an event for the 1 year or the anniversary on June 1st?
Yeah, that's why I'm hoping that the Dark Phoenix chase drops sometime around there, so we can like have like something like major. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I mean, like 1 year is big, dude. I mean, like I never, I mean, it just started with 6 of us. Like, I mean, like now we're getting like people coming in. Like we have like 6 people wanting to join up, but like now it's just like we've actually had to like let some people go, or like they left at their own discretion, because I mean, like they didn't like how we were not, flipping towards each other, like, overcharging each other for like certain toys, and we're not about that, you know what I mean?
We're not about helping each other out.
Yeah, exactly.
Point. Yeah.
And so like now when like somebody wants to join, we want to meet you. We want to get to know like who you are. We want to earn that, that kind of trust. You know what I mean? And like
your anniversary, you guys should do a community event, some kind of, I don't know, join one of those like local community events that they have, like right here in. I know you're from DHS. Are the rest of the guys from that side of the valley, or?
No, we have it like as far as Coachella, like I'm probably, that's where it's at. DHS, Coachella, everybody's caught in the middle, and
there's like the city of Coachella is doing a lot of events all the time. I went to one recently. It was like a taco truck festival, whatever. Then they're having a mariachi festival, stuff like that. But there's vendors, like some people just sit there. They're like, oh, we make our own custom jewelry, or we make custom shirts, and people selling tacos, whatever. But maybe join one of those, just have like a Funko booth, and people want to like not to sell, but to like just meet up with people and maybe talk to them about like maybe there's other collectors that you
were. Oh, I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt like that, bro. No, we were, me and my VP Rudy, we were thinking about actually going to like the people at the Palm Desert Mall and talking to them, like, hey, like, you think we can like host like a little, pop meet over here, because I mean, like, there's like collectible stores out there, like the Pop Den, like, and then you have a Boom Loot, and how they always do like pop meets, and people set up stuff when they sell, they trade, and you know what I mean, like. I was thinking about doing something like that for like the community out here, like, because like when we first started, I was like, I see like every time I go like pop hunting, like out in different cities and different areas, like they always have like groups like that they get help from, and I'm just like, well, we don't have one of those around here, I might as well just like,
start
create one. Yeah,
exactly.
So like now, that we have one, it's it's a way different like ball game, dude. Like we can bring other people in, and it's like, but it's like it's not now. It's like I said, it's not that easy for us. So it's like you need to come out and show like that you're like dedicated to the hobby. Like, you know what I mean? You have to come and like put in work. You know what I mean? It's not just like, oh, a handshake, you're on board kind of thing. I mean, like
actually become a member. Like, well, you got to make it worth. Like, you just don't want to be, oh, we're a group, but it doesn't mean anything if you're actually hustling, camping out, doing all this stuff just to get the collectibles. You want to see other people doing the same thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you don't want to hustle and do this, and then those other guys are not doing it, and then you're just like trying to trade with them, and then it's not fair for you guys, and they're just probably taking advantage of being part of the group and stuff.
Exactly, dude. You have to. I mean, you have to put in your work, dude.
Yeah.
You have to give respect to earn it.
Exactly.
You know, like it's that's the ball game that we're
so sick,
playing. You know.
When you were mentioning how you saw other people doing groups and there was no one here in the valley, that's how I started my podcast too. Just I used to just make YouTube videos, like movie reviews and stuff. I was just movie reviews, whatever. And I was like, how am I going to promote this? And then I was looking around. There's no one in the Coachella Valley doing podcasts. Maybe there are, and maybe I'm not aware, but I couldn't find anybody doing podcasts. So I was like, if no one's doing it, I'm just going to start my own. And then talk to people, talk to creatives, talk to artists, talk to collectors, just different hobbies that I'm interested in. And I know more people from the valley just want to have more platforms like to talk to people and shit. So I was like, I'm already on my 15th episode, and I've been doing it for about less than 2 months already, like around 2 months.
That's real good, man.
And it's pretty cool. Like I started with a couple of friends. I've had some like upcoming rappers, and then I had photographers, just random people, but it's pretty dope. I even had a couple over Skype and shit.
Oh, dude, hey man, whatever, like however you got to get it out there, dude. It's like,
no, yeah.
I mean, but trying to like build something on your own, it is, you got to put in work for it, man.
No, it is. It's a lot of work, and people don't realize sometimes it takes a lot of effort, but it's fun though. Like I'm doing something creative.
It's the thrill, dude. That's your hobby. You know? It's like it keeps you moving.
Yeah,
keeps you motivated.
Because my wife collects too, but we actually, well, like I said, we haven't bought any 2019, so we haven't really decided to start buying. I told her like we weren't gonna buy any for a while, trying to focus on like just creating content and stuff. Because I've been trying just to grow my YouTube channel this year. Because I have a lot of I don't know, but regret's the biggest thing for me. I joined YouTube in 2007, fucking 12 years ago, whatever. That's my first upload, and I never really. Well, I was a kid, but I didn't know like, oh, it's gonna be big, or you could like make a career out of it or whatever. Then in 2015. Me and my friend decided to start a channel, and we were just doing book reviews because I was listening to a lot of Audible books because I drive a lot for work. I work construction, so we go out of town all the time. And then from book reviews, I never really took it serious. Like I'll make one video every like couple weeks, and then I would take a couple months off. Never consistent because it's always about being consistent. And then over the years, and I evolved different topics, and I was always over the place, but never consistent. And then this year, I was like, you know what? I have to stay consistent. So this year, I just been stepping down and like creating a lot of content, and also niche down. Like I make a lot of Coachella content for the festival. So every Monday I make a brand new Coachella video, and that's been growing my channel because people like to see the same things over and over. Like you're not gonna follow somebody who's posting about 10 different things. And like for you, you're a Funko Pop collector, so Funko Pop collectors, oh, this guy collects, or I'm gonna join his Instagram or whatever. But if you're a pop collector, but you're also like doing all this crazy shit that doesn't make any, like it's not together, then I not follow you or whatever. So that's been growing my following, and then since then I started my podcast. So I just either a Coachella video or a podcast, and now I'm documenting my daily vlogs. So whether I did some like Blu-ray Tuesday videos where I'll just go to Best Buy, see what Blu-rays they have, and I'll buy them or whatever, and stuff like that.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, yeah. In our going back to the like say for like Funkos, like collecting Funkos, like in our group, like we're like mad collectors, dude. Like we do more than like Funkos, you know what I mean? Like we like some people like, in our group they do the statues,
Yeah.
But I mean like all of us do the Funkos. We love comic books. I don't know if anybody else in my group does it, but I mean like vinyl like records, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like And I mean, like, I love like originals, dude. I love like fucking with the first prints. So I mean, like, it's money, dude. Like the hobbies are like money, and it's just trying to keep up with like all of them. You know what I mean? Like it is hard, dude. You know, you chill from this thing, you know, sit back from this thing, you know, jump on this, and then eventually like go back, like, you know, I want to get that, and you know, come
one
back to
random
this.
thing I did buy, like when you said about different collections, I bought a Stephen King first edition the original and it comes with the purchase receipt and everything from I think 1984. I bought it on eBay for like $40. It was like $40, and I was like, fuck it, I'll buy it. And then I think I have it somewhere over there, but I'll show it to you. That shit. I wanted to start collecting books, but I was like, I don't know about collecting books, but it'd be so cool, just like a part of history, like a first edition book from like Edgar Allan Poe or something. Like those are going for like $500, $600, $700. Like,
Oh yeah, dude. Like well, one of the most expensive vinyls that I own is going for like a little over like 400, maybe like 430 or something like that. Yeah, it's an Iron Maiden vinyl actually.
oh really?
Yeah, it's original English pressing of Iron Maiden self-titled Iron Maiden from 1980, I believe.
Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah.
Damn, that's crazy.
But like, I mean, like, yeah, dude. Let's go back to Funko.
You know, talking about vinyls, it's like I have a whole other collection.
Funko. Yeah, no.
How many Funkos do you have, like, or have you counted? Because for me, I stopped counting. Sometimes I count, and then I forget. Like, I keep adding, and
I have well over 400. I know for a fact.
Damn, that's fucking goals.
well over 400. All of them are cased. I can't say these ones. All the horror ones, I don't care if it's a common, if it's only worth like $10, $11, if it's worth like $5. You know, all my horror ones stay in these cases, dude, and it's
so you don't reserve it just for the exclusive ones? You just
yeah, dude. I mean, like, well, I have like my chases and like some of the more expensive like exclusive ones, but nah, all the horror ones stay in a hard stack, dude, a pop stack. Because I mean, like, I have to keep the wall all nice and neat, so they have to be able to stack like.
Do you have them on one room, or do you spread them out? Because for me, like, I have them some here and then some in the back room, just because I don't have that much space. Well, I mean, I live in a small house, but it's just like, man, the towers start freaking piling up.
Oh yeah, dude, the tower got way massive, dude, and I had to start splitting them up. Now, like, I got like 3 or 4 different shelves, like, full of them, and I mean, like, like I said, dude, I'm doing like the Rick and Morty, the Kingdom Hearts, the Lord of the Rings, Disney, like Nightmare Before Christmas, and like all the other like Disney exclusives, and the Diamond series too, dude. Me and my daughter,
I saw you post the Diamond series.
Yeah, dude.
No, I saw you post the Maleficent series. That's just sick. Your collection for that?
Oh yeah, dude. I actually I was more pumped for that statue that I bought of Maleficent. It's like, dude, that I actually one day want to get a tattoo probably of Maleficent, dude. Maleficent's just so bad.
She's pretty badass. She's badass looking too. So that tattoo, and it's Disney, like, I don't know. Disney just makes their iconic characters. I think that's what Disney's brand is all about, characters. Like, they make you care for their characters and shit. What's your goal? Like, do you want to get to 1,000 pops? Do you have a limit, or how do you are you just going as it goes?
I mean, like, I'm just going with the flow. You know, if I see it, I like it, I buy it. You know, it's but I mean, like, it's in the horror game though, dude. It's crazy, dude. It's been a rough road, and it's almost done, dude. I'm almost reached the finish line, dude.
What do you have left?
When it comes, I have like 2 Predators, Alien, dude. It's the final piece. That's like one of the last grails. I think it was the 2013 San Diego Comic-Con Bloody Alien. It came in the Bloody Alien. I think it was the year that the Alien vs Predator came out. So like for Comic-Con they did a Bloody Alien and Predator. They only made 1,008 of each of them. So like that's to own one of those, you know, 1,008 pieces. I know that one's going for around 350.
350.
Yeah. So I have the Predator though. The
Oh,
Bloody
you did,
Predator.
you
I
did,
do
yeah.
have, yes, I have the Predator. Which one's up next? The Grails. They had back in 2014, they had a bloody glow in the dark Billy, the little puppet dude from the movie Saw.
Oh, the Saw one, yeah, that one's
Yeah,
expensive.
that one was limited to 2,500 pieces, and yeah, that one I own that one.
Oh, you do own
They,
them?
yeah,
Let's see.
I'll bring them all over one day, dude.
I know you had the one that was signed. Was it Freddy or Jason? Which one was it?
Signatures. All right, let's talk signatures.
Because I know you go to Frankenstein all the time.
Yeah. Well, no, you know what? It was a Palm Springs. No, not Palm Springs. It was Mayhem. It was like an event off of Palm Springs Comic Con or Comic Con Palm Springs, however you want to put it. It was right there at the casino in Palm Springs, the Awa Casino, and I met Robert England there. I was able to get my two pops signed by him. I had a chase, and he the glow chase, and on that one he wrote 1-2 Freddy's coming for you.
Dang.
And then I had the Hot Topic exclusive syringe finger Freddy from the part 3, I think it was Dream Warriors, where he has the syringe fingers where he's like about to stab that girl, and he's all like, "Let's get high." And then he's all like, "Oh, what a rush," you know. But like, yeah, I had him. I was able to have him sign that one, and he actually wrote "Let's Get High."
Oh damn,
yeah, he
dude,
signature,
that shit's
yeah.
priceless. You really not good at that shit.
I met Kane Hodder one time. He was able to sign one of my Jason Voorhees. It was he signed it. Jason, what was it? 6, 7, 8. No. Was it 7, 8, 9, 10? Because he played Jason Voorhees in part 7, 8, 9, 10. I gave that one to my little brother actually for a birthday gift. He loved Friday the 13th, and he still loves it to this day. So like, I was able to give him that for birthday gift.
Does he collect too?
Nah, no, not really. It just sits there in a hard stack, like in his room.
Yeah.
Then I met Tom Savini back at Monster Palooza, and I actually had him. He was able to sign a Jason Voorhees for me. Tom Savini did the original special effects on the first Friday the 13th. So like getting that pop signed by Tom Savini was a big one. Brandon, the guy who I was talking to you about Brandon Griffin Blair, me and him did a meet and greet with John Carpenter.
Oh damn!
Like 2 years ago, dude. I cannot like forget about that show. It was like so fucking amazing. I was actually able to get him to sign 2 Michaels. I had a comment in a chase.
The chase one.
Yeah,
I think that's the one I seen. The chase one.
Yeah, I had the glow chase Michael Myers signed by him, and then the comment I actually gave to a friend as a gift that couldn't make it out to one of the shows. She had a ticket to go but wasn't able to, so I was able to just give her the comment, you know. And then let me see, a couple months back I met what's her name, Linda Blair. She played Reagan on The Exorcist.
Oh, okay.
So like I was able to get my Reagan pop signed by her.
Let's see. Damn, so you have a lot of the signatures.
I think that's probably all that I got, dude, to be honest.
I don't have any signatures. No, I don't. I haven't really tried, to be honest. Like kept up to see who's gonna be wearing shit. But
yeah,
especially like you said, you have a whole niche. You're horror going all in, so you're paying attention to that stuff.
You know what? Actually, there's a con coming up. Monster Palooza's coming up this year. It's in April. Yeah, it's literally a month from now. To be honest, right there. I believe it's in Anaheim. Yeah,
the convention center. I know they have one. No, was WonderCon there? I think in Anaheim.
Yeah,
it was.
No. I'm sorry. Monster Palooza's in Pasadena. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Pasadena. Nah, but like, yeah, I'm gonna go there, and like the voice of Jack Skellington is gonna be there, so I need to go get some of my Jack Skellington pop signed. the guy who did the voice of Oogie Boogie is gonna be there, so I gotta go, get those ones. Bruce Campbell from the Evil Dead's gonna be there, so I have to go get my Bruce Campbell signed. And
Yeah, go with people because you're carrying all these pops and shit.
no, I don't know if I'm gonna go. I mean, like it all depends. Like,
or how do you have them in a bag or something?
Well, yeah, I usually carry them.
Well,
like,
you have
in
them
a
in
bag
protectors.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you tape the things?
Yeah, I usually tape my.
I was gonna ask you because this shit always like pops open, bro.
Yeah, always, dude. Always taped and closed, man.
Yeah, you got to.
Cause
especially it's like dude, when I got it, I did an unboxing video from Toy USA. I don't even want to say how much I paid for that fucking the mystery box. It was and I ended up getting this shit and I was so happy. I have a video on it on YouTube. I got like 12,000 views actually. Like I have some good Funko Pop videos, but I only made like 5 videos because I didn't want to become a Funko channel, which I shouldn't have cared back then because I was like, I should have just done it because I was out there buying pops. Like, you guys should start a YouTube channel, to be honest. You guys just documenting, because for me when I was creating content and I wasn't consistent because I was trying to create content, like writing down what I'm gonna do, what I'm gonna say, but documenting. You guys are doing some cool ass shit, like camping out. You could be like, oh, right here, camping out, a Hot Topic, waiting for this one. And you could just have clips of everybody saying something or random strangers, you walking up to the counter. Like, people would watch that stuff, and it's something you're already doing. Like, I don't know, I don't know if you guys ever consider starting a channel. Like,
you know what? One of my buddy, he's a member, Danny. He actually records like some of our like when we do like pop meets, like, barbecues and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he records some of like some footage there, and then like he'll upload it on YouTube. I gotta look up his thing. I forgot what it's called, but I mean, like, yeah, we do like raffles and stuff, and trays and buys, and we all we keep it fair,
yeah,
and everything. But I mean, like, for the most part, it's like they're like family. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's like Funko brought us together, dude.
Because, dude, like, for sure, like, you could have a dope ass channel with like it could be just you, it could be with the other guys too, whatever. But like, just since you have all this horror collections, so you have a lot of like sets completed, like different movies, you could just make a video for every individual set. And people would love to watch that because most people don't have all the sets, and just to show them like up close and talk about how you got each little pop, like maybe there's a story for every single pop, because there's always a story for every pop.
Yeah. There's
you could have so much content for your channel, and like, you never know, like, you could grow up a pretty good following, and then from there even make money while already doing your hobby. That's like one of the cool things. I just want to get more people to start creating content, because you have a lot of interesting stuff, and you have cool stories about your job too. Like, you probably, I mean, I don't know if you're not into YouTube or whatever, but just something.
Yeah, no, I mean, like, I'm up for it. I mean, like, I'm not I'm probably, I can say I'm not the dude that's, like, up to carry, like, a camera with me or whatever. I mean, like, I don't mind, like, being recorded, or, like...
When I started, it was just my phone, and the quality of these phones are fucking good. Like, you don't really need a camera anymore, it's just the phone itself.
Oh, yeah. Stupid iPhone. Oh.
Yeah, times are changing. Everything's on the phone now. And, I mean... You never know. Make some extra money for YouTube, and then buy more pops with that shit. Just keep feeding the system.
Oh, definitely. I mean, like, yeah, it sounds cool, but I mean, like, it's a lot of dedication too at the same time.
Yeah.
So I'm giving you props for, like, you know what I mean, like, doing podcasts, like, to everybody, dude. Like, it takes a lot of time. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, a lot of effort to, like, do that shit. Get
where
you're going.
It is a grind, and I mean, I barely got my first check after like 4 years of YouTube last month. So all these 4 years, of course, I wasn't ever consistent, whatever, but still, like, learning how to edit, making videos. I've made almost 300 videos already on my YouTube channel.
Oh, damn.
That's a lot of time, and I never got paid for it. So I'm finally starting to make sense, but at least it's something,
Yeah.
You never know. Just keep hustling, and it could turn into something.
Oh, yeah, definitely, dude. Hey, you can be whatever you want, man.
Yeah.
You just gotta shoot for it.
Yeah, that's one of the things I just learned, is just starting. Just fucking start. Like, you're never gonna be ready for the perfect moment.
Oh, yeah, no.
The right opportunity. You just have to start.
And remember, I mean, like, you gotta think about it, like how I said earlier, like failure, like with the plant, like you're not failing, you know what I mean? Like you're not failing in life. You're learning. It's a learning experience, you know. It's all it is.
Yeah, every adventure leads you to somewhere. Whatever it is, I don't know. I don't believe in. I don't want to talk about religion, but whatever. And you just gotta freaking learn from every opportunity, and maybe you'll find your calling. Like for you, it could be Funko. You found your calling. You met this community, and now you've grown friendships, and that's pretty dope. That everybody just gotta start doing something. You're not gonna find whatever you're good at or find something that you're interested in if you're just at home not trying shit, you know, just
Oh yeah.
I'm not gonna go out. Just go out, explore, meet people. That's like the thrill of it. That's part of the Funko community, meeting the community, other people that relate to what you're feeling, and you relate to them, trying to find the chase. And
Yeah, like, yeah, people who all have the same thing in common, dude. And you never know, you know, you might have more interest, like, than, like, say, for instance, like, I play bass. I can play bass, I can play a little bit of drums, like, there's somebody else in my crew that, like, plays guitar. I mean, like, we don't jam out together or nothing, but, like, you know, you never know, you know, like I said, like some of us like also collect comic books. Like there's others that do statues. Like we all, you know, you go to start one thing, dude, and it like brings you together more closer than that because you find out that you got more in common with these people than just that one thing.
Yeah, and some of these people become really close friends because maybe if you had other friends from school or from when you were growing up, they're not into what you're into. Like you might have a lot of similarities with them, but then there's other side of you that you have other set of like a community that they're not part of, you know. So it keeps you diverse too. So you're just like open to everything.
Oh yeah, like say for like in our crew, there's a well one of our founding fathers. He brought in some of his friends and like they like grew up in school, you know, together and
Yeah.
like you know they're cool dudes too. Like and you know we all collect the same thing. You know we all like are after you know the same chase, but like when it's cool though because like in our group it's not like we know we're gonna get the chase.
Mm-hmm.
We know that for a fact. But like the thing is like the chase isn't to like it's not about the chase like the toy. Like for us the chase is like who's gonna get it first.
Oh, okay.
Like
So
kind of thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like we're like those kind of like
yeah. It's like the whole is the journey too, because you know, oh shit, next morning I know a couple of my homies are gonna be there, and then
yeah, no. Well, we tell each other like we're gonna like yeah, because we call it out like oh I got dibs on this, or I got dibs on this, or I got dibs on this. But like the thing is at the same time like if the pop has not came out or like it hasn't like say for instance hit our store because we live out here like in the valley, you know what I mean? Our stores are kind of the last stores to see anything.
Yeah.
And like if it's not found out here, you know, we go out to different cities and we go hunt it down and like that's what I mean by like the chase isn't like about like the chase like the toy. The chase is like who's gonna find it.
The chase
first.
of the chase.
Yeah, yeah, that's what it basically is.
Yeah, it keeps the competition, keeps it exciting. You know, how do you guys do that? Like, is it always the first people that go, or because I know that there's a lot of people in the group that want a certain chase. Is it just first come first serve, or how do you guys do?
Well, I mean, usually like say for instance, our store usually Hot Topic out here in Palm Desert never posts when they get anything.
Mm-hmm.
So going at like the store at like 6 o'clock in the morning, you know, like you're taking a gamble, waiting those 3-4 hours to see if they even got a chase. You know what I mean? Other stores like post
the night before.
Yeah, the night before. But I mean, like in our eyes, when we look at it that way, like when we go to those stores to like wait for the toy, it's no longer like we're chasing it down. Like it's more like we're just waiting for it because we know it's there. We know we're gonna get it if we're like the first ones in line. Like it's solidified. Like we like the hunt, dude. We like the surprise. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like we love. I mean,
you grind, bro. Like I remember seeing you always post like, oh, right here, 6 a.m. right before. Then you haven't even opened the mall. And you're like the only one there and shit. That's dope.
Yeah, it's like I said, dude. It's the chase. Well, back then it was the chase, and now it's like you said, the chase of the chase.
Yeah.
Like because I mean, like I said, I mean, like if like the next one that everyone's gonna be after is the Glow Chase Dark Phoenix,
Mhm.
the Hot Topic exclusive the HTE, how we would say. We know that we all want it,
Yeah.
but like the chase is who's gonna be there the first one. You know what I mean? Like who's willing to be there at 2, 3, 4, 5 in the morning to wait for it. Because I mean, like if you're
How do you feel
if
about like I remember I saw some people like making an argument how Hot Topic should release the chases randomly throughout the day. Like I know some people that can't make it in the morning because they have to work, and for them I guess it's not fair that they can't get the mornings off. So Hot Topic should just post it maybe at 6 p.m. Some of them in the morning, some of them at 6, but not all of them at the same time. Just randomly pop it in there, and whoever walks in might get it.
I mean, to be brutally honest, that argument can't really fall on us. Like it just like it's like more that's their policy.
Mm-hmm.
Like we have
You're
we
adapting
really
to their
can't.
policy.
Yeah, we you know what I mean. Like yeah, not everybody can make it, but I mean like how I said, dude. If it's something that you really want, if it's something that you're really after, like and you're dedicated, you'll make it happen.
Mm-hmm.
You'll make it happen. Like you know what I mean. Like and like and I hate to say this too on air, but I mean like in my job, dude. I mean like there's times where there's been exclusives that came out, dude, and I wanted that shit. So like I called, hey, I'm gonna be late.
Oh, for us.
Yeah, but I'm still gonna come in. I'm gonna be late though. Like
Do you usually work at night in the evenings, or how do you?
no, I usually work from like 5 or 6 in the morning to like 3 or 4 in the evening. So it's like it's a grind. It's a one hell of a day, I can say.
But I sometimes I work super early, like sometimes 4:30. Fucking, I'm already on the freeway and shit. So I relate to that. It's actually cool though, waking up super early, and then you still have the rest of the day. Like your days feel more, even if you don't really accomplish much, they feel more fulfilled. And then I don't know if you have those days where you wake up late, you feel like you wasted the whole morning. Like I was like, man, like, it's already freaking 10.
Yeah, my days off. Yeah, I feel like that sometimes. But I mean, like most of the time, like I'm trying to sleep. I want to get some sleep. like I said, I mean, like I hated to have to like call off to like well not call off, but be like, oh, I'm gonna be late because I need to get this toy. Like it's hard, dude. Like I said, I mean, like some of us like I don't know. It does. I think sometimes it is a problem, like because it's Funko, man. It's like, you know what I mean? You want the toy, and so you have to sacrifice for
It's a
it.
collectible. It's not a toy. That's
That is true. It's collectible.
collectibles, all right. Now we have, man. It's been a fun episode. We've done almost an hour and 30 minutes already. And then anything else you want to say before we take off?
I mean, not really. I mean,
Just follow.
you gotta,
C4.
yeah, you guys gotta start doing Funko. That's it.
Yeah, for sure. If you ever think about starting Funko,
And
just start.
and drink a lot of Mountain Dew. Mountain Dew is good for you. It's the breakfast of champions.
Breakfast of Champions.
But yeah, if you guys are interested, see what we're about, just follow us. We're Instagram. That's all we do is we are the C4 Pop Hunters. And I mean like we have hashtag C4 Goes Pop, and that's just go ahead and give us a follow. I mean,
Yeah, definitely check
see-
them out.
so
See
we're
their
about
the incredible collections, because these guys are amazing, and that's good. There's more communities around the Coachella Valley, so if you don't see the community that you're passionate about, maybe start it. Like you could be the one creating it, and you never know where it's gonna lead to.
definitely. I mean, like I said, we started just 6 people, and like now we're almost 20, and
Yeah,
it's been one hell of a journey, dude. And it's only 1 year. You know what I mean? Like I said, we have like 6 people trying to join up, and we gotta meet them, see what they're about, and we'll move on.
I
from there.
qualify as a member of the C4.
Would you qualify?
Yeah,
Hey, dude, I have seen you out there early, dude. 6 o'clock in the morning. But I mean, like it has to like how you
not
said.
recently, no, but
But like how like you put it, like consistency. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
willing to like go that extra step. But I mean, like I think you got what it takes. You got what it takes.
That's good. All right, bro. Thank you for coming on.
Hey, yeah.
Definitely have you in the
No problem.
future. Maybe bring and show off some of the grails and stuff, and Definitely looking to running into you at those morning
Uh,
chases.
We're all about it, dude.
All right.
It's all about the chase.